Mr. Tharman Shanmugaratnam, Senior Minister and Coordinating Minister for Social Policies, Dr. Akibumi Adesina, President, African Development Bank Group, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We are delighted that you could join us today at the Africa-Singapore Business Forum 2021. Organized by Enterprise Singapore, the Africa-Singapore Business Forum, or ASBF, promotes business exchange and thought leadership between Africa and Asia. Since the forum was launched in 2010, we have brought together over 3,000 business and government leaders from 30 countries to explore partnerships and growth opportunities in Africa. Enterprise Singapore is the government agency that champions enterprise development and supports the growth of Singapore as a hub for global trade and startups. We have more than 35 overseas centers across the globe, including 3 in Africa. These are in Johannesburg, Accra, and Nairobi, which serve to connect Singapore companies to market opportunities and partners across Africa. The pandemic has exposed vulnerabilities in many aspects, including global supply chains, business continuity systems, and labor markets. At the enterprise level, companies have to be agile and willing to adapt their products, services, and business models to diversify their revenue streams and make their supply chains more resilient. In Singapore, COVID-19 reminded us of the limitations of our small domestic market and underscored the importance of building business beyond our shores. While Southeast Asia and China are natural markets for Singapore companies to expand into due to proximity and familiarity, other markets such as Africa offer untapped opportunities. There are several reasons to be optimistic about Africa. First, it has strong fundamentals and growth potential. Africa is home to a fast-growing, youthful, and enterprising population. It possesses a strong agricultural base, and a faster than expected recovery in commodity prices has cushioned the continent from the full force of the pandemic. Second, digitalization. Prior to the pandemic, digitalization was already rapidly transforming the African economy. Africa's internet economy is forecasted to contribute US $180 billion by 2025. The pandemic has accelerated the adoption of digital solutions, with many embracing tools such as video conferencing and e-commerce. Third, manufacturing and local value addition. The implementation of the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement will create the largest free trade area in the world based on the number of countries it unites under the pact. With a combined GDP of US $3 trillion. For Africans and businesses in Africa, the FTA will connect 1.2 billion African consumers in a single market and support the movement of persons, labor, investments, and intellectual property. It will enable African nations to develop clusters of production, expertise, and supply chains that feed into each country's specialization. Over the years, we have seen more Singapore companies venturing into Africa. There are now more than 100 companies in Africa, compared to about 60 in 2018. The number of projects facilitated by Enterprise Singapore doubled in 5 years, between 2016 and 2020, as more Singapore companies reach out to our offices to understand the market opportunity, business norms, and regulations. It is also encouraging to note that despite the pandemic, we supported 20% more projects in 2020 compared to 2019. An 8-part webinar series we organized since last year was also well received. Around 500 Singapore companies attended, and almost 60% of them were interested in Africa for the first time. These are all promising indicators of the growing interest that Singapore companies have in Africa. The Singapore-Africa partnership is a mutually beneficial one. More African companies are also setting up in Asia and using Singapore as a base, tapping our global connectivity and financial infrastructure to expand into Southeast Asia. For example, Alezzo, a B2B e-commerce distribution and technology services platform from Nigeria, catering to the informal retail sector, has set up its second headquarters in Singapore. Its Singapore HQ will be able to quickly identify best practices from similar businesses operating in Southeast Asia and India and adapt them into Nigeria. We learned from the pandemic that we have a competitive edge when we work closely together, cooperating and collaborating to address common challenges. By leveraging each other's strengths, we can achieve better business outcomes. Therefore, I'm delighted to announce that 18 partnerships have been signed between entities from Africa and Singapore at the sidelines of the ASBF this year. Let me share a couple of examples. In the fast-moving consumer goods sector, Win-Win, a Singapore food and snack company, will be partnering with Moi and Yusof Food Distribution Group to distribute 16 varieties of snacks, first into Côte d'Ivoire and then to the rest of West Africa. On the digitalization front, Terra.ai, a Singapore company that offers train-the-trainer programs in artificial intelligence, is partnering with CTIC Senegal, a business incubator in Dhaka, and their partner Gallium International Trading. Together, they will launch 2 AI learning initiatives in West Africa. The programs, Chatbot Uni and Forecast University, have been designed to target adult learners in the medical, IT, and government sectors. These partnerships exemplify the confidence that Singapore companies and their partners have in each other and in the potential of Africa. I congratulate all parties for their enterprise and vision in forging these partnerships and look forward to many more collaborations between African and Singapore companies. In conclusion, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude to SM Tharman and Dr. Eddie Sinner for joining us at ASBF 2021. I would also like to thank the ASBF 2021 Advisory Committee, our partners, speakers, delegates, and sponsors for making this forum possible. I wish all of you a very successful forum. Thank you very much.